Welcome back to Mean Street here at WSJ Live. That's Jeremy Lin at the New York Knicks. And what would he look like at the Houston Rockets? Well, that might just happen. And guess who we've got here? We got John Friedman, who has apparently was on his way to church because he's all dressed up in his Sunday best. Great suit. I love it.
Thank you.
I love that. So, John, I mean, Jeremy Lin, media sensation. You are the media columnist. There's a chance he might go to the Houston Rockets.
Very good chance. They made him an offer, according to reports in the papers, saying $30 million worth. So he's
over 4 years.
Over 4 years.
Okay. So that might be good for him. It might not be. Tell us your thinking on this.
For him, it's probably a good thing because he needs to prove himself as a basketball player primarily, but as a marketing phenomenon, it's not a good thing, I think, because he made his mark here in New York City playing for the Knicks. If he made his mark in Sacramento or Detroit or Utah, would have been the same thing. Making a splash here in New York is the key to his popularity all over the world. Okay,
and he did make that here. But here's some issues with this whole thing, which is, I mean, hats off to him, or 10-gallon hats off to him for getting an offer like that. So one is he hasn't accepted the offer, and you know he has to do that if he's going to move, and they have the right. The Knicks have the right to match it. The other thing is he never actually played a full season in the NBA, so that's something I have in common with him. Right.
Correct.
So I have never played a full season in the NBA. Never actually played a decent game of basketball either. But that's a problem.
He played about 6 great weeks of basketball, then he hurt his knee and had surgery. So we don't really know if he's going to have the wear and be able to stand the wear and tear of the NBA season. He's not a very big guy. He's only about 6'3", which is not big in NBA standards.
Well, it's bigger than me.
Okay, but it's not big by NBA standards, and he's not a big muscular kind of a guy. He's more of a fast kind of player. So if his body can withstand the NBA rigors for a year, we still haven't seen this.
So Houston, not to be mean to Houston, it is not New York, as you have said. It's not New York. It's not got the media, the concentration of media
not
there.
Close.
So would he get his $30 million but lose out on all the marketing deals?
I think he's got a good chance of that happening, actually. Although Jeremy Lin, you could say, too, is such a phenomenon by now that his name recognition is so strong everywhere all over the world that his jerseys could still sell. But he's got to play very well. The key was he played really well at first with the Knicks. The Knicks won a lot of games out of the blue. So if that continues in Houston, you'll see the phenomenon. But they're a pretty bad team. So right away, the fit,
that's actually important, isn't it? If he goes to the Rockets, because he's had a great supporting cast at the Knicks, right?
Well, somewhat, yeah.
Somewhat. I mean, certainly better than the Houston Rockets, and they didn't even make the playoffs, right? That's my understanding, because I was told that. I didn't know that, but more than half an hour ago. So, you know, he's already played 2 games for the Rockets in preseason in the fall of 2011, and they didn't have him in the actual season. So is he going to be thinking to himself, why would I want to go back to these guys who had me on the bench? Warming the bench, he was.
There are 30 million reasons why he wants to go back there. $30 million worth of reasons he wants to go back there. He can make more money there than he can with the Knicks. He'll go back there, but we'll see. I mean, it's still up in the air. The whole thing is really questionable what's going to happen, but it's a fascinating story.
And the Knicks still haven't matched that offer, so this is all a bit moot right now. But maybe he would look good in a 10-gallon hat. We have to leave it there.